Griffin. I'm from Boston, Massachusetts, and I do illustration and painting. I started drawing when I was still getting in trouble for it in school. It became kind of persistent. I got tricked into thinking I couldn't survive as an artist around 18, so I stopped for a while. Figured out how to pull it off at around 22, and then have been going uphill since then. Things have been pretty solid, but right now I seem to be really focused on both capturing other people's ideas on paper and capturing other people's personalities on paper. I'm in school for forensic psychology. I've never gone to school for art. I've just always kind of progressed at it, and by the time I probably get a functional degree in forensic psych, I'm probably not going to need it anymore at the rate that my art career is going. But it's very useful for getting inside other people's heads and asking the right questions for commissions, or capturing the right traits for portraits or personality aspects. So I find that the psychology complements the art more than vice versa. The portraiture is fun because I get to play with a lot of the different expressive features that a person has, as opposed to just trying to capture what is typically there. But I also have been doing something I call a psychological portrait, which is not so much anything looking like the person, but captures different parts of their personality on the canvas, which I have a lot of fun with. But I do both, and I enjoy both equally. My artistic motto is actually, "You think it, I'll ink it." And the other one I use is, "I can draw anything you imagine," because I have very little personal imagination or creativity. If you give me any portion of an idea, I can expand upon it or bring more into it or play with it a lot more. But if you give me a blank canvas and tell me to go, you're gonna end up with a blank canvas, I'm sorry. Over the next few years, I'm aiming to do more teaching, and I recently had an article posted with the X-Pact post. I'm applying for 2 teaching positions, teaching art to different age groups, which is going to be good. But basically, I'm trying to lend more legitimacy so I can do more lectures and panels at different conventions and whatnot to try to help other creative types navigate issues like creativity versus productivity, or blocks, or getting faster or better at its different skill set, because these are things that art schools aren't necessarily great at teaching people, but are good to know. I got started with RAW actually about 1.5 years ago in Boston, when I was premiered at their Junction show, I believe. Pretty sure it was Junction. And then I got called back for the anniversary show to display one piece as an alumni, and then Faith, the head of the Boston group, had me paint an 11-foot tall ballerina on their office wall as part of a collective mural that other people were adding to. And then a couple days later, she told me there was a slot open for this New York show, so that's why I'm here doing this one. But they have been really good to me, and Faith has been fantastic, and I've met a lot of great people that I've been able to collaborate with, or at least share fan bases and transmission broadcasting and whatnot. So, or signal boosting, I guess it's called. But yeah. It's been really beneficial on that end, and I think that's really what Ross seems to be trying to do, is to try to get all these people together who don't have shared audience bases, so that they can start mingling those audience bases. Like, a musician brings in some of her fans, they see somebody's art, jumps that fence, or vice versa, or online afterwards. Like, the pool just keeps spreading that way. It's a good way to split viral. You can find my work at SHADEDAREAS.com, or pretty much type in shaded areas into any sort of template for like Facebook or Twitter or this thing or that thing, I'll probably come up. My name's Griffin, I'm a raw artist.